Alrighty, let's get ready to rock. Let's see, let me get this straight down a little bit. All right, we got a really tall angle. All right, everyone, let me see. Let's close this right about there. All right, so for today's class, you need some light weights, some heavy weights. If you have a band, keep it close by. And we're going to start with our warm up. We are going time-based today. So everything is going to be roughly 45 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. All right, we got about 2 minutes to warm up. All right, let's get nice and warm, step it back. All right, lift those knees up, keep the core strong. Arms up over the head. Bring that leg out a little further. Two, and one. Take it wide. We're going to go down into a nice wide sumo squat position. Drop the shoulders. Drop, drop. Good. Bend and pulse in that position. And stand it up. We're going to go arms out, flat back forward. Hand roll it up through the spine. Arms up, out, down, and up, out, and up, and out. Hold here. Good. Bend the knees 3 times. Bend and straighten. Roll it up. All right. Arms. Give them a stretch. All right. We're going to go into our upper body rounds. First day. 3, 2, and 1. All right. We're going to go and we're going to do some inchworms. So we're going to step it back in our space. We are going to go 45 seconds. Down and up. Walk it out. Bring it down. Walk it out to your plank. Hold. And then walk it back up to standing. And repeat. Oh, if you didn't set your watch, make sure you do that. Walk it out. This is your time to warm up that upper body, core. Give those hamstrings a stretch. One more. Hold your plank here. And drop the knees. Rock it back to a child's pose. All right, we have push-ups coming up next. All right. Push-ups, whichever way you got. We're going to do them. All right, here we go. On the knees or on the toes. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down and up. "20 seconds. "10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right, bring it in, rock it back. We're gonna flip it over onto our hands and feet. We have our tricep dips here, so point those fingertips towards your hips. We're gonna lift the hips up off the floor, about 2 inches. From here, elbows bend straight back, and we're just going really, really small bends here. So it's essentially a pulse. Pulse it. And now if you're like me and already feeling it, sit it down, give it a stretch, or you can bring it back, press yourself forward, keeping the hips on the ground. I want to exhaust those arms. Woo. Otherwise, little teeny bends, down and up. 10 seconds. Just so those elbows are bending. 2, 1, and rest. Ooh, those are brutal. All right, we're gonna grab our light weights, our 2 pounds, 3 pounds, whatever you're working with. We have our front and side raises. So we are gonna start kneeling. You can also do these standing if you have really sensitive knees and kneeling is not your fave. We're gonna go out to the side, down, and up. When you're bringing these up, think of leading almost with your pinkies as those arms come up. Keeping those shoulders down and pressing them away from the ears. All right, last 10 seconds out. Hold, palms up and down, up, down, up, down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. You can bring it down, take a seat, breathe. We're gonna repeat that, but to the front. We're gonna do our front raises once again. All right, 5 seconds to breathe. All right, bring it up. Here we go. Straight to the front. Right about to shoulder height. And I want you to keep that core nice and strong and control those arms coming up and down. We are not swinging them. We're not using momentum. All right, we're gonna bring it up. We're gonna hold, palms up, down, up, down, up, down for 6, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. All right. Now we have overhead presses coming up next. Now this is your choice. If you would like to increase your weight here, you can absolutely keep light weights here. I'm going to switch to my 8 pounds for some reason. All right, same thing, kneeling or standing or take a seat in a chair. Bring it up. We're going to go neutral grip so those palms are facing each other. We bring it down, drive it up. Try to keep that rib cage tucked down. We don't want to flare those ribs out, keeping that core nice and strong. Press down, press down. Good. Press. 12. We're going to hold right here and hold little pulses down and up. Little pulse for 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Drop those weights down. All right, take a stretch with those arms behind the back. We have bicep curls coming up next. Again, any position that you would like. You can do them seated, standing, or kneeling. Here we go. Palms out, curl it up, all the way down. Full range of motion here. There we go. Oh, there's a bug in here. Almost there. Hold those weights out halfway. Squeeze and pulse. Little teeny pulses for 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest. All right. Take a minute to breathe. Grab a sip of water if you need it. We are going to go into some core work next and get that core ready to go. All right. Outline. So for this one, we're moving right through about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 different core exercises. Just time-based. All right, breathe. All right, you guys. Give you some music. All right. We are going to start with our butterfly crunches. All the way up, all the way down. All right. Bring it down to the floor. We got 10 seconds left to breathe. Butterfly position. All right. All the way down and all the way up. If you can't get all the way up, you're going to go halfway and just do a half butterfly crunch. All the way up, all the way down. Now, if these don't feel challenging enough for you, go ahead and cross the arms over the chest. If that's still not challenging enough for you, you can add a light dumbbell and hold that against the chest as well. Rolling through the spine all the way down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we have in and outs coming up next. So we're gonna go onto our elbows on the back, and we're gonna extend those feet into our tabletop position. Legs are going to extend out. Make sure that that low back is underneath, is curved under into a nice C shape. We're gonna extend the legs out, in, out, in. Now, if you keep those legs up higher in the air, it will be a little bit easier. If you extend them straight out or a little lower, it'll be a little bit more difficult. If you want a little bit more of a modified version, you can go one leg at a time. Keep breathing. Keep that core nice and strong. Think of pulling your belly button down into the floor. 3, 2, and 1. Lay it down flat. Legs again in our tabletop position. We are going to lift our shoulder blades off the ground. Make sure that those knees aren't creeping in towards you. Make sure they are above those hips. Let's see which time we got. All right, we got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift those shoulder blades up. We're going to go palms. We'll go palms down towards the floor, and we are going to pulse here and hold. Make sure to press those knees a little further away from you. There you go. Keep those shoulder blades lifted. If you need a break, you can go ahead and inhale and then bring it back up. You got 16 seconds. So close. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right, we're gonna go ahead and bring it up. Now we have our twists side to side. You can take a light dumbbell. Take that with you. We're gonna hold it the long way. Lean it back. You can either have the feet in the ground or you can lift, hold in the air. We're gonna go side, side, tap, tap. Now, if twisting is not your thing, you're gonna hold this position right here and you're just gonna press it straight up over the head. That is another alternative option. Try to keep those feet up there. You're almost there. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. What do we got next? All right, we got a side plank with some leg lifts. So we're going to go onto our left side. Elbow right under that shoulder. Extend that top leg out. Bottom knee is bent. We lift. Hold here. Right leg lifts. Keep that core strong. Warming up those glutes. And hold it. And little pulses up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Same thing, other side. All right. Take a nice breather. All right. Stack the knees, extend that top leg. Lift, hold, find that position first. Squeezing the glutes, core strong. Add that leg lift. Keep breathing. All right, hold it. Little pulses. Three, two, one. All right, we are almost there. We have 2 more core rounds. Give those hips a little bit of a breather before we go into some standing thigh and glute work. All right, grab a small weight, so 1 to 3 pounds. Squeeze it between the feet. Lean it back onto those elbows. We're gonna bring those feet up into the air. Hold here. And now we're just going to tap that weight to the floor. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. Now, if this is too much at any point, you're gonna drop it and just go toe taps. You can also do 1 foot at a time as an even bigger modification there. You're gonna start to feel this a lot in those quads and those hip flexors. That nice lower core. 3, 2, 1, and drop that down. Woo. All right, we have scissor kicks. Laying it down flat. Hands are gonna either support the head and we're gonna lift those shoulder blades up, or you can lay it down completely flat and keep the head down. Choice is yours. Legs extend straight. We go 1 at a time and they switch. Keep breathing. Bend the knees is a little bit more of a modification. Ten seconds. Fight for it. And rest. Take a breather. All right, grab a sip of water if you need it, and we're gonna go do some standing work. All right, chair, or a bar, anything of that sort, we'll do just fine. Cool. Of course. All right. We are going to start with our plies on point. So we're going to start in that parallel position. All right. You can do one hand or you can face your chair, whichever is more comfortable. Parallel position. Core is nice and strong. We roll up onto the toes as high as we can. Tuck those glutes under, bend the knees just a few inches, and we are going to pulse it down and up. Little bends. Good. Keep those glutes engaged, core is strong. You can also test your balance, and you can take your hand off of your chair or your bar. Almost there. I want those quads heating up. And we're going to hold it at the bottom. Hold it right here. For 3, 2, 1, drop the heels, shake it out. We're going to go heels together, toes apart. Roll it up onto those toes, slide the feet in so that they are pretty much touching. Bend the knees, retuck those hips underneath. Now down and up. There we go. Quads are gonna be warm. Good. Squeezing in the back. Nice flat back, shoulders down and back. 3, 2, 1, hold it down, press the knees back. Teeny little movement. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it up and down. All right, we have second position, so that's nice and wide. Now, usually I like to hold in the front, but wherever is better. All right, we're gonna bring it down. Adjust that positioning. Now you can do this flat-footed and pulse right about here, or we can lift those heels up and pulse it out right here. Same thing, shoulders down and back. You don't want to be too far leaning forward. We want to make sure we are upright, as if someone was pulling a string that was attached to the top of your head. Pulse it up, down, up, down. And hold it at the bottom. Hold, little lower. And rest. Stand it up. Shake it out. All right. Let's see. We want right leg first. So we're going to hold on to our support with our left hand. We're going to go into our first position. Knees bend, flat feet. Both knees are slightly bent. We're going to take that right leg. We're going to extend it out in front. And we are going to do leg lifts to the front. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Start to bend that knee as it gets more difficult. To make it harder, straight leg all the way through. Woo! It's there. 3, 2, and 1. Take that leg behind and take a stretch for that right hip flexor. Same thing on that other leg. You're just gonna switch hands with whatever grasp you have. All right, here we go. First position, extend that leg out, lift. Now, if you have a weaker leg like I do, this left leg's not going as high. So we're gonna keep it low. Keep that core strong. Ten seconds. 2 and 1. Whew. Take that leg behind. Stretch it out. All right. We're going to go into a sumo squat. This time, we're going to take our bar. You can hold it in front, whichever is more comfortable. We're going to stay flat-footed here. We're going to bring it down, hold, right heel lifts, lifts. Lift, 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 and switch feet, left foot, heel lifts. Nice and low. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Barre's going to come back in front. We have our reverse lunges. Hands on your bar or chair. Right leg in front. Left leg comes back. We come down. That leg comes in. We send it back. Bring it back. We're going to hold right here. We're going to pulse in this position. Pulse, pulse. We're going to take those hands off. Now bring it down. Hold this position. Lock and load. Hold it. No moving. Send that down a little bit lower. 3, 2, 1. Stand and switch. Woo! Now, a lot of people forget that lunges is not just about that front quad, but also about that ankle mobility and the hip mobility, being able to actually get that toe and foot flexed back there as well. All right, left leg in front. Here we go. Step it back. Down and up. Drive through that front heel. Bring it back. Hold, pulse. You should feel that stretch in that back calf, that Achilles. Oh boy. And hold it. Hands off. Hold here. 3, 2, 1. Good golly gosh, that is brutal. Stretch it out. All right. Shake it out. Shake, shake, shake. We're going to repeat that. But we're going to add a little flavor to it. All right. Right leg in front. Here we go. Bring it back. We're going to go full range, up and back. All right, bring it back and hold here. Now from here, instead of that back leg pulsing, Right front heel is gonna lift. Calf raise. And you can do this with no hands. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch. Shake it out. Shake it out. After this, we're gonna move down into our banded lateral walks to get those hips ready for some floor work. All right, left leg in front. Inhale, step it back. If you are holding on to like a chair or anything, really focus on utilizing that to perfect your form. Check your form, make sure that that knee is not going too far past that toe. Drive through that heel. All right, bring it back. Hold and lift that heel. Hands off for a challenge. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Shake it out. You can take a stretch. Stretch those quads out. All right. We're going to take the band. Actually, grab my other one for this too. So you're going to grab a band, and for these first little warm-up rounds, we're going to take it and we're going to put them around the feet. So if you have a band, hopefully you do, we're going to put them around the feet. So I just have the little lateral band. All right, from here, make sure we're gonna go nice strong core. We're gonna lift, do a step. So we're lifting just like that. We are warming up those hip flexors and making them work. Normally when we do our weighted stuff, it's in a little bit of a different direction. So these hip flexors don't get loaded in this way. So we're gonna go nice and slow. Now, if you don't have a band, hold the dumbbell on those legs as you pick them up. You can also do these in a mountain climber position. Good, all right, take that band, roll it up over the thighs. All right, from here, we're gonna go lateral leg raises. Same thing, if you don't have a band, a dumbbell on the outside of that leg will also work just fine. All right, we're lifting right leg out to the side. Doing good. Now I'm doing these just standing, not holding anything, but feel free to hold on to your chair or anything like that for some extra support. Hold that leg out there, pulse it up, lift, lift, ooh, ooh. 2, 1, and rest. All right, breathe. 10 seconds left to breathe. All right, left leg in 3, 2, 1. Bring it out, lift. Now a slight bend in both of those knees is fine. Keep breathing. If you start to really struggle, just decrease that range of motion, make it really, really small. Almost there. Bring it out, hold, pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, bring it down to the floor. You get a breather, a quick breather. So we are going to go all the way down. Let's see. We have our bridge series, and then we are going to go into our fire hydrants. All right, we got fire hydrants and rainbows on the ground. So bring it down onto your hands and knees, and we are going to go. Let's start with our right leg. All right, hands and knees, nice strong core. We're going to go ahead and bring that leg out to the side, down and up. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Nice and controlled. Double whammy on these hips here. If it starts to get too difficult, reduce that range of motion. We have 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, switch sides. Breathe, you got some time. All right, here we go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg, bring it out and in. If you have sensitive wrists, you can always drop down to the elbows or just one elbow. We're almost there. Breathe if you need to. Get through this round. 14, 13, 12. Oh. 3, 2, and 1. Woo, all right. We're gonna breathe. Take a second. All right. We're gonna slide it around onto our back. We have our glute bridge. All right. You can keep that band on or take it off. We're going to take it all the way up. Squeeze and lift the glutes. Pressing up and through. Hold here. Nice strong core. Hold. Press through those feet. Good. Keep holding. From here, we're going to bring those hips down, up, like almost like a pulse, down and up. An inch down and an inch up, squeezing at the top. Squeeze. Good. Bring it down and rest. We're going to repeat that. Woo. This time, knees are going to come apart. Feet come together. Press the heels together and the feet together. Squeeze those glutes, press those hips up, and we are holding in our frog bridge. Keep pressing. Keep those hips lifted. All right, from here, down and up, little pulses. Press, press, squeeze. Three, 2, 1, bring it down. Bring those knees into the chest. All right. Woo. Last set, and we have our donkey kicks. So flip it over onto our elbows. and knees. From here, we're going to take that flexed foot on the right, bring it up, all the way down. Lift, full range. Down, up, down, up. We're almost there. We have a pulse coming up in 3, 2, 1. Hold it up and little teeny pulses. Three, two, one. Woo. Get ready for that other side. Breathe. You got 10 seconds. All right. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Left leg. Full range. Bring it up and down. Try to limit how much your back arches when that leg is extended. Think of still keeping those glutes tucked under and squeezing at the top. You can play with your foot position. You can point the toe and lead with the toe, or you can lead with the heel. Whatever helps you feel it more in those hamstrings and glutes. All right, hold it up. Pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Rock it back. Breathe. Take that band off. All right, we have our last little round here. All right, working on a little bit of that hip flexor strength. All right, you're going to take a dumbbell, place it out in front of you. You're going to sit in a little bit of a pike position or a straddle, whatever, pizza slice, whatever you want to call it. Hands are either going to come behind for a little bit more support, or you're going to take them and hold them just off the ground. We're going to go squeeze that right leg, lift it up, over, up, and over. Woo! Oh my gosh, these used to be so easy. Now they're so hard. Take it nice and slow. Like I said, lean back more to make it a little bit easier. The more upright you are, the more difficult it is. Lift that leg up, over, up, and over. Three, two, and one. All right, last one. And then we get to take a nice little stretch. You can also do this with, if you have a water bottle, make it a little bit. The higher your leg has to go, the harder it will be. All right. 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze those muscles in the leg all the way through to the toes. Flex the quad, flex the calf. Oh my goodness. Brutal. Who decided to do this? Lift up and over. Now modified by bending the knee. Even more so. We have 10 seconds. Three, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. All right, take a breather. Take it into a butterfly position. Take those feet together. Open up those knees. Lean it forward, stretch those inner thighs. bug keeps attacking me. All right, bring those legs out in front, reach for the toes. Roll it up through the back. Bring it onto those hands and knees. Tuck the toes under. Send those hips up to down dog. Walk it up into standing. And roll it up. Whew. And shake it out. Grab a sip of water. Don't forget to hydrate. Get your protein in. And have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. We will see you next time.